So, it's me. It's me. Luigi board 6-9. Oh no, I changed my name, whatever. Man, really thought oh well. So, today is Friday, in case any of you forgot the day. But, in addition to being Friday, the Demon Lancers have returned. To anyone who wants to say something, say something.
Hello.
Ta-da, they're here. So, we begin this session with the, characters on the road. As you might remember in the past session, past two sessions, they went off on a mission to go, kill some cultists who were in a, abandoned tower. Abandoned, military tower, watchtower, out in the middle of nowhere in particular. Don't know why they would set up there. Seriously, there's no resources around. It's just grass. There's no resources.
So plains like the previous?
Anyway, so now we find these adventurers have been sent out toward the mountains. Well, I say the mountains. They're going toward the mountains. They're not going to reach them. It's not that far away. I mean, there will be some forest area, but I mean, it will be in the forest. But they're not going to. It's not in the mountains yet. So here, yeah, you're welcome. Along the way, the owl Bernard has been scouting ahead, as the owl usually does, and it does notice a shiny pebble. It, of course, gets distracted by the shiny pebble because it is, of course, still an owl, even though it is bound to you, and starts, swoops down, starts investigating the pebble.
Okay. I'll hold on to Artemis's shoulder for a second. I'm like, make sure I don't stumble over, and I'll turn my vision into Bernard's, and I guess what do I see?
Wait, you said, okay, you said that you were going to turn your vision to Bernard?
Yeah.
I mean,
do I just see him playing with the pebble?
Yeah. Mainly.
Okay. Oh, Bernard. I'll pick up the shiny pebble and I'll put it in my pocket.
Ah, appreciate it.
Now, your bird didn't peck at it, but when you go down to touch the pebble, it's not there. Like, you go down to touch it, but right before you touch it, it isn't there. It simply doesn't. It cannot.
Bernard, did you take the pebble?
It looks at you, it birdily looks at you.
I'll look around for a little bit.
You find that it has moved to about 3 feet to your 8.
Okay. That's weird. I kind of sent Bernard over to go see if he can catch it.
Bernard puts out one foot to try to grab at the pebble, and they are able to pick it up.
Bring it here, Bernard.
They do.
How strange. And when I get the pebble, does it feel solid?
Well, the bird releases the pebble to put in your hand, and it can't. It doesn't touch your hand. It
Just
just
phases
disappears. It disappears right before it hits your hand. Right before it lands in your palm, it just disappears.
That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna leave the pebble alone. I'm gonna keep walking.
Fair. It's a goddamn pebble. That's what it is.
Human repellent.
So, yeah, you keep walking.
Yeah. I mean, you want to pick up the pebble? You can try.
Illusion, perhaps? I don't believe I wouldn't be any different.
The tiefling goes to poke at it with the toe of their boot. They can kick it, but they tap it a few times and it rolls around on the ground, but when they stoop down to pinch it between their fingers, it disappears.
What was that?
Anyway, you continue walking. Oh!
PFP?
Something seems to, something seems to occur to Verona. Not sure what, but something seems to have occurred to her. Perhaps she thought of an idea of how to transport the pebble.
Some sort of magic involved, but I'm not sure what. Could maybe power something at it? I don't know. The weird feeling I've got about it, even though it's just a goddamn pebble.
Okay.
Can I try to scoop the pebble up in my bag?
Yeah. It's in your bag. You can see it in your bag. I mean...
Well, if this just happens to a pebble, who knows what else might be of similar properties?
Yeah,
surely someone hasn't just cast a spell or something on just a pebble.
It'll lead bigger, I'm sure of it.
Well, I could always study it later if I can touch it. Yeah, you look human now.
I was like, oh no, that's from a different campaign, I gotta change it.
Oh, I didn't even notice what the last one was.
I don't even...
Oh, I see it. It's like a blue...
I don't even change my
tiefling.
character.
Gotta put that flavor, Josh boy.
In case
I do that on my character sheet, D&D Beyond. But yes, I will let you know. If you want to take the pebble, go for it, man. You're a pebble now.
Yep.
I will lead then. I will continue forward. Lead the group. Anything in our immediate surroundings?
Yeah, she was her own investigation.
Okay.
Frona squats down near the pebble and inspects it.
I rolled a 30.
It appears to be a magic pebble.
Okay,
That's what you figure out.
nice. I love my roll. Um,
Tis magic.
okay, so I wasn't necessarily wrong about the pebble, but I have no idea what this pebble is. I mean,
Me
I
neither.
could blast it. Don't know what that's gonna do. Probably explode in my face.
Bernard can touch it. Let's see.
I'm able to make contact with it with my foot, but I'm not able to make skin contact with it. So if I were to hold a fabric, maybe, and then pick up the pebble, then would I
Yeah,
be able
like
to
a
further
glove.
investigate it? Yeah. You know.
Shoves hand in an empty burlap sack. Alright, grab pebble.
Yeah.
Tis
Yeah.
pebble. Yes, go on.
It kind of like begins to roll around on the ground. Like, instead of where it was, like, disappearing and reappearing in a distance away, now it's just rolling around like a marble as your hand chases at it. Keeps going around in geometric figures as you try to grab at it.
Ah,
Like
is it obvious
it's
what
like
kind of
trying to,
symbol it's
it's
tracing?
like trying to grab a rat. It's no, it's just when you're just right over there, just about to grab it, it speeds up. It speeds up for just long enough to get out of your grip before it slows down to its previous speed. It just, it's evasive. It's pretty good at this. Just
So it's trolling. See.
Yeah.
I
essentially.
used, some calculus and the Pythagorean theorem to figure out the angle I have to put my hand at to figure out when I will be able to grab it at the right rate.
Investigation.
Just simplify it all down.
Can I program my brain to collect this magic moving pebble that seems to catch my
16!
interest? Fuck.
13 plus 3. Please,
Apparently, you find you can predict when the angle will be 40, when there will be a depressed angle of 42 degrees, and you know when it's going to enter that position.
Okay. Can I attempt to grab it?
Yeah, you do. It feels cool,
Wonderful.
like a marble, but it's heavy, like it's made of lead.
Mmm. Cool.
Also, in case I didn't mention earlier, it's orange.
Okay, so orange dense marble.
Orange magic pebble thing.
Yeah. I'll cast prestidigitation and make a little cheer, like kids cheer, like yay!
Ready? How much do you reckon this thing would weigh? 5 pounds?
5-pound pebble.
Yeah.
Hey,
The weight is negligible.
No,
Artemis,
20.
Kill
Okay.
somebody.
It's 20 pounds.
It's negligible in your inventory, but yeah. Anyway,
was
Yeah.
just gonna say, Artemis, can I quickly just have a look at that?
Sure, I'll just 2 fingers in hand, just plop it in your palm. Falls to the ground.
Can I? Yeah. Hopefully not, but probably. Yeah, does it just phase through my hand then? Or is it
it
actually...
stays in your hand.
Can I further investigate it?
Magic.
Probably not much else I can find out, but... I'll roll.
What do you say you were going to do?
Investigate.
Yeah.
I think in particular for magic, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll an Arcana check then?
Yes. Wait, you're trying to
You
figure out
guys
the
can
magical effect that was cast on that, so yeah, that would be Arcana.
Yeah. And
Oh.
if you guys, what?
Oh, it's an 8.
No.
You
I know so much.
you think
So
that
it's
it was
nothing?
something that caused it to evade grasp. You haven't
Yes,
heard of a
okay.
spell that does that, though.
Stone to think? Question mark.
If you guys give me a few minutes, I can identify it.
Oh,
Well, until
oh,
then, I believe I will hold on to it. Just pop it in my pouch.
You know, you
I'm just
can
put-
identify while walking. You can do that. That is possible. I mean, if
Yeah.
you could do that.
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do a ritual while walking.
Yeah. Okay. Just let me know when it's ready. I'll pop it in your hand.
Well,
Oh, no,
after
no.
exactly 11 minutes of walking.
I will pop it in your hand.
Oh no. They have to be holding it the whole time.
Okay, then I pop it in your hand right now, and then
Yeah.
you walk for 11 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Tis
Choose
the
one
pebble.
object that must touch throughout the casting. If it's magic or some magic imbued item, I learn this property and how to use it. And if it requires attunement, and how many charges it has. Or if any spells are affecting the item.
Yeah, that should not take only 10 minutes. That should take, like, at least an hour, if not, like, 3. I do not think... Yeah, I think that spell's too powerful to take 10 minutes.
This ritual cast.
10 minutes. It's only 10 minutes, and you're able to figure that out. Yeah, I'm... You know?
It could be an hour. You're the DM.
No, I'm not saying it is. I'm just... No, I mean, I'm still going to tell you some information about it. I'm just not going to tell you all that information. That's a lot of information that you can learn about a series, so you should take an hour. So, this stone, it's made out of... Okay, so right now, the pebble, it's lead, and it was enchanted to look like amber, kind of. In addition, you're able to figure out that this stone also is a the stone has the the stone has the flavor text on it that you see under the item that says may attract unwanted visitors.
Oh.
Use time 15 uncommon rarity. So yeah. Yep, I told you a lot of information, but like I said, you don't have a complete picture. So,
That's fine.
yeah.
Well, seeing as that's what the pebble does, do you want to still hold on to it? If it's dangerous, I suppose the most perceptive of us should probably hold on to it.
Well, it's being 15.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's being
You
15
can,
minutes.
Artemis. Here you go.
Okay.
It's being 15 minutes. Like, you know, like, God, it's huge time, 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. That you've been holding on to it. Like,
Okay, then what happened?
well, nothing dramatic is happening.
Okay. Wonderful.
Like, I mean, Leah is alarmed because they know that it's been 15 minutes. Like, they are alarmed by this, but, like...
Well, if nothing's come for us now, I guess we'll continue onwards.
We could always use a couple extra eyes. I'll reach down and I'll try out this new spell called Summon Papercraft.
Huh?
I mean, it's called Summon Papercraft.
What is that?
So it's a cantrip. I may summon a single creature.
No, I mean, no. I'm saying that's homebrew, but that's only my homebrew. You would have no idea of knowing that unless you're in my campaigns, which you aren't on D&D Beyond. You're not. So I don't
We're
know
in a
how you would have
campaign
gotten that, because it's not published, like, publicly. Like,
Oh.
yeah, not only is it not published publicly, but you're not in my campaign, so I don't know where you would have gotten that.
Then D&D Beyond.
Yeah, we're in your campaign.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're all in a campaign.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was wondering. I'm like, I've never seen that thing, but
yeah,
I
because
never.
that doesn't, yeah, because that doesn't exist. That's not a
Okay,
cantrip.
because I've seen 5e, so I'm like, oh,
Yeah, that's
it's a
not in.
real
Yeah,
spell.
that's not. I don't approve of that homebrew. That's. I didn't know that you could access because. Yeah, because I didn't publish it publicly.
You can whatever homebrew you have, even if it's private, if you're in a campaign with that person, you can access to it.
Well, let me change that cantrip then.
Yeah.
I will change that cantrip then.
First thing
But
I thought was origami.
yeah, I mean that's why I seen it. It's cool, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. But I will change it. I'll change it to thaumaturgy.
I guarantee you guys we are probably going to get ambushed or we are going to get fucked because we have decided to hold on to this goddamn pebble thing.
Well, it's not
Huh.
like we wouldn't have gotten attention either way.
Well,
I mean,
would you look at
those
that?
wizards.
You have in my campaign. That's interesting. I didn't even know I had a campaign for this campaign on D&D Beyond. I didn't know I had one.
Yeah, we
Well
had
then.
made one the other week ago.
Like the first session or something.
Session 0, I think.
Yeah,
Alright.
Session 0.
Alright.
But maybe
Oh,
I
yeah.
could get that spell later on.
No, none of my homebrew is allowed.
Damn it.
It's overpowered. All the stuff is overpowered, yeah. It's... So, well, okay. Yeah, there is a chance that you can get it later, but you can't select it as just your spells. You do actually have to get, like a spell scroll for any of my homebrew spells.
Okay.
Because, like I said, it's overpowered.
Be like that.
Basically, they're also saying you have good taste in magic, but you're not allowed to have it.
Yeah, it was a cute little spell.
Anyway, I assume we continue onwards while this is happening because we have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
It's not like we're gonna wait for to be attacked or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
You get attacked. 6 red dragons. That's a lot of dice.
You die. Campaign over.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you've just triggered. I need to roll a lot of dice.
Oh fuck.
Echelon, my brain too big. I grabbed the pebble with math.
So these are the damage die, guys. Who would like to take the first hit?
Yeah,
I
it's
will.
Either cast on us.
You hear a brains.
Oh no.
Comes from above you.
Anyone want to move out the way?
Yes.
I like the sensor. Yes, that's probably a good idea.
Can I
Assuming-
run behind a nearby tree?
You may.
Is there
You
even
run
any
beh-
trees? I thought we were in a plains.
You're,
I guess like besides the few that actually never mind. I take that back.
I
We got the
said
pebble
that
from the
you
tree.
would. I said that you would enter a forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then in that case, yeah.
I mean, because he
Okay.
mentioned trees, I was like, okay, yeah, now you're in the forest, because trees. Ferrana would like to dodge out of the way. Yeah. I mean,
Put
it's
in
not
the
jumping onto you. Like, but yeah. Anyway, so which one of you hid behind a tree?
Me.
I'm pretty sure all of us ran to a tree then.
Well, as you're behind the tree, well, first, as Leah is behind the tree, they feel a sort of woody root begin to curl around their ankle. They look
Uh-oh.
down to see that the roots of the tree have begun to shift and move. And they look up to see that just in front of them there are two what appear to be like gashes sliced and or chopped into the tree, which glow from the inside as if there was molten metal inside of the tree.
Oh God.
Artemis does not experience this same root problem, but they are able to observe Leah in trouble.
Uh-oh.
In addition, Fernanda, you can look up to the sky to see whatever has brains.
Oh God.
You see nothing. It's just sky. I mean, some trees, like the leaves and some thin branches, but it's mainly leaves. But you see some sky between. You don't see like a. There are no like flying winged zombies above you.
Gotcha. About what time is it? Is it like midday? Nighttime?
About midday. You've been
Midday,
walking
okay.
for a while.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to break out of this tree.
Strength save.
Yes, I smell a strength save on the horizon.
4.
Good little kid buddy. Ooh.
I know.
It continues to grapple you. This time, it sprouts 2 low branches that each have 3 wooden fingers.
Oh, I'll yell out, help! Help!
I think that's our cue. I guess, well, if he's gonna do that, and if Therona isn't gonna move, I'm gonna try to go in there with my short sword and chop it. Okay. It seems me and Therona both have the same plans. Help.
You said you're going to use a short sword.
Yeah, I guess so. Try to chop into this branch.
Attack roll.
Oh, you're typing in characters.
Yeah, I'm just
That's why we
gonna.
didn't see.
Yeah, why do you
Attack.
type in characters?
Attack wall.
That's
I don't think she realized it. That's
Attack
why I'm like, she
wall
hasn't
with
said anything in a while.
attack wall with sword is 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. That bites into the tree limb. You sever one. You sever one of its wood hands. I mean, you're not even like in initiative because you're not in a combat. You're just kind of like dealing. Yeah, you're not even in a. By the way, you're not in a combat. By the way, you're just dealing with like. Yeah, like.
Okay.
Freaked out.
Yeah, this is traps, not combat. Like, I want you to know that these are traps, not combat. Okay? Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's why you didn't roll initiative. That's why.
Well, after Artemis cuts me free, I'm gonna run over to Therona and hide behind her.
Not really that scary. Come on now.
Yeah. But what about the zombies?
We'll deal whatever that is later. But how about we just get back and assess more things? I don't know how many. There could be more of those marbles, trees.
I'll use thaumaturgy to make my voice louder. And I'll yell out, "You guys better go away!"
You hear the sound, like two sword blades being, like, rubbed against each other.
Oh.
As you feel a pain on your left leg.
Oh.
An ankle biter.
Yeah, I look down.
You see that that it appears like, okay, the back of your left calf has a skin wound. It's a skin wound. It doesn't penetrate into the muscles, but there's about a 4-inch long cut on the back of your calf. But I'm going to say this again.
Ow.
For some reason, it doesn't go into your muscles. It's a very shallow cut. However, it is 7 slashing damage.
Oh my! I'm down.
Yeah.
I drop unconscious.
No, you're just on the ground.
But I only have 6 HP.
Yeah. You're not dead. You're not really unconscious. You just kind of can't get up. Can't do anything. You can talk. Can't cast spells, though.
Okay.
You can't get up. You can't talk. I mean, you can talk.
Took 7 points of mental damage.
Yeah.
It hurts.
It's a really bad paper cut, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be crying.
Well, is there anything else that I can either whack or shoot nearby that I can see?
She tries to help me.
No, I mean, there's the tree that was grabbing, but other than that, no.
I already gave it a good smack. We'll move on. Regroup.
Somebody gonna carry me?
No.
Anyone
you got
have
a horse.
healing? Can anyone
True.
heal?
Mm-mm. I have zilch healing.
Which
you
one of
looking
you
at
has
chat, bro?
potions?
I'm sorry?
Doesn't Verona have like multiple healing potions? Pretty sure they do.
Probably.
Probably.
I think I have a couple too.
I do not have any, unfortunately.
Are you
I
looking
know
at
that-
chat, Josh?
I
I
am.
know that the warlock has a
That's why I
special
started moving.
power called money. Very powerful feature. Money.
Oh, you
So-
didn't add them. I
Um.
think I have one in my bag.
Yes. As you you continue. Try to continue walking, but I mean, after you kind of move along another about 40 feet, just carrying Leah along, there's a,
Am I making death saves?
no, you're stable.
Okay.
Mental pain. Owie. It hurt my leg. Sting. Poo-poo stinky.
A lot of people might call Leah weak, but no, it hurts.
Yes.
It hurts.
A lot of people will be correct.
Your pride, especially, is hurt. Anyway, I assume that we'd put Leah kind of over on the horse, and I guess Throna would probably help keep the horse on track if she's experienced. Because she was there first.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you continue traveling to see that at some point the fighter isn't there. You don't know. They were so quiet. They just slipped away. Slipped out of your grasp. But they're not there.
They're picking us off.
You hear a crunching from in the bushes.
Ooh.
Before some bat-like creature comes, like, flying out of the same bushes and across the road. It doesn't come close enough for any of you to, like, melee attack, but...
Spook.
And there's still rustling, still crunching. It's pretty loud. It sounds like wrestling's happening.
Well, if we feign ignorance, we might avoid any issues, hostilities, potentially. Still gonna, like, have my bow equipped and, like, have an arrow in it, but, like, not aimed in any particular direction yet.
A rather large bird begins coming down the path ahead, becomes coming toward you swiftly. It's black, and its eyes glow red. It looks very menacing, and from the speed it's flying at, it looks like it's going to try to ram you.
Okay, if I move, let's say, to the side, as I'm in the front, does it follow my movement?
No,
Okay, well,
it doesn't seem focused on you.
I would advise we move out of the way. I don't think it's targeting us.
I'm sleepies.
You're conscious, I believe.
Oh, you conscious?
Pretty sure that's what he said, yeah.
I was going after her.
As Verona takes a step to the side to try to avoid this bird's path, it slightly readjusts and begins to deviate toward the side of the road.
Well, if Therona would point that out, which I'm sure she would, on top of me already probably noticing, can I shoot it?
Yes.
Crazy demon birds.
Yeah, of course, you know. Darn ravens. Brr. Okay, I'm gonna shoot it. Bonk. I gotta equip my bow. And the D&D map. Okay, it's equipped.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Because of the angle, because of the angle, and it's going to be a difficult shot, but yeah, you can. What do you roll?
I got a 12.
That misses the bird.
This is how close is it?
At the time you shot at it, it was about 15 feet away because it just kept coming. Albeit, time slowed down while you were talking, but it did keep going. Oh yeah. Just in case the party forgot, when you are discussing how you're going to respond to something, time does slow down for you to discuss, time to discuss, but it doesn't stop.
Okay.
You don't have unlimited time to talk.
Well, that's the case. I would have just shot it. But either way, I miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get out of the way. I didn't hit it.
I could try. One of you guys can get me up.
Well, neither of us.
I have healing potions in my bag. I guess if I'm conscious, I could tell them that.
Can you tell me to glug this thing? Thank you.
Or like, can I move? Like, can I access my bag?
Verona blasts this bird.
Eldritch Blast.
It's so close that the bird can't dodge it, and lucky, because the bird she just happened to, I mean, she happened to time it just right so that, like, it wasn't that it hit the bird on the outside. She shot into the bird's open mouth as it was screaming at her. So,
Oh, God.
it, I mean, it, like, I mean, it goes and, in a, like, as like a spear of shadow, it strikes through her before falling to the ground. Fauna takes no damage, but do a charisma save. Fauna, do a charisma save. 21. Alright.
Did she have an attack roll? Okay, 21.
Yeah, 21.
Blast.
I know, I saw the 21.
Oh, how do you get the... Oh, I didn't realize there's a little bot that does rolls for you.
It's... I mean, if you have a lot of character sheets, then you should use it, but if you... in order to, like, help keep track of all your characters, but if you only have 1 or 2, it's more convenient to roll die 20s plus modifier.
Yeah, I mean, I use D&D Beyond, but I kind of like that it shows everything with type of check. I have to set that up at one point.
I think I have it set up. Let's see. Let's see. Can I do this? Huh? No. Huh?
What is going on?
Did... Yeah. Did...
Oh.
Wait.
I've been Leviticus.
Yeah. How did... Yeah. How did... What?
We'll figure
I don't
that
understand.
out later.
I have our Lord and Savior Leviticus loaded. Why can't I... He has Firebolt. Why can't I... What? I don't...
Oh, the link of your character sheet, huh?
Is it spell? That's not...
Oh.
That's the same.
I'm gonna just stick with D&D Beyond.
Well, it looks
Yeah.
like you can link it.
Our Lord and Savior is loaded into this bot. Why? I'm confused now. I don't understand our...
Hey!
His Royal Holiness Prince Levi. I don't understand. Like... What has happened to His Majesty? What has happened?
So if I wanted to use the spell... So it'd be what? Spell...
By the way, now you know that your god uses daggers and a spear. Wow.
That's fucking cool. Oh, that's fucking cool. So does it roll dice too? Let's see.
Yeah, it does that.
Connect
It
your
does.
D&D Beyond account to view Mind Sliver. But I did.
Too much work.
Yeah, I can check. Anyway, so yeah, you can see your... Yeah, your god actually does have a character sheet. In case you didn't know that, your god does have one.
Okay.
Well, we blasted the boy.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. Okay, cool.
I suppose we'll get Leia up with said potion. Or,
Yeah, just
quote
grab
unquote.
one from my bag.
Yeah,
So the bird went through you, caused no damage, and died.
Would you like to keep traveling?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I'll mark off that potion then.
As the saying goes, all's well ends well. Let's continue forwards. We still have a quest to do.
You keep walking for about, I don't know, like 20 more minutes until you enter a part of the forest where the trees are more widely spaced and they're also thicker. By thicker, I don't mean like 12 feet thick. I just mean thicker. Like,
So, like, slightly bigger than normal. That's all.
as big trees. But not,
Big tree.
they're not like, I'm gonna go with like 2 foot wide trunks before they were like between like a half a foot and like a foot. They're like 2 feet wide trees now. Thicker trees. You know, they're also taller.
Cool.
Got it. Okay. Wow, we got the same result. Okay, so I heal for 5.
Five hit points.
Perfect. What the hell was that?
A bird.
Where did it go?
Into a streak of black. Something like that. Then puffed out of
God.
existence, more or less.
You think it's that stone?
Shrug.
Most likely. Weird.
Toss it.
By the way,
Toss
was
it
the
out of
stone
this. Get it out of here.
was the stone in your bag, by the way? At the moment. Like,
My bag? Or his
Artemis
bag?
had it.
Is the stone currently in their bag, or are they holding it?
It's in my bag.
Yeah, you go to toss it. The corner of your bag is slightly burning.
Oh God.
I hope nothing important was in that bag.
It's only a singe. Calm down. Is it like ablaze now on the ground, or is it kind of just red hot looking?
So wait, you pulled out the pebble, you said, from your bag, or
I'll
did you drop the
toss
bag?
No, toss the pebble.
Yeah, about part way in the air, it disappears.
Oh shit. Good riddance.
Just because it disappeared doesn't mean it's actually gone, as you've seen with, I don't know, all the other pebbles that disappeared that you were looking at.
That's a good
We should
point.
still be wary. Onwards, but wary.
We should move fast. I don't like these woods.
You hear a screech as 3 small bats begin flying around you. They're not aggressive, they're not attacking you, but they're just flying around.
Just the endemic life. It's okay, continue on.
They keep flying around you.
Scare them away?
Hmm?
Can I use thaumaturgy to scare them away?
Yes.
Suppose as you like shout
like intimidation or something.
I suppose as you're shouting, I'm gonna like motion, like kind of just like talk back at you. Like, I wouldn't advise yelling in a forest. You know, could be many things listening.
I mean, there's bats attacking right now.
They aren't attacking.
Yeah,
they are flying.
None of
yes,
the bats,
but would you like?
Yeah, none of the
would
bats
you like
are
a
getting,
larger? animal attacking us. You know, I think many of them would like to, you know, if they hear prey screeching, they probably would go towards it. Yes.
None of them have touched you.
Yeah.
Like the closest any of the bats have gotten to you was like 8 inches away. You know, they're not touching you. They're just flying around.
Yeah. Your character's definitely spook. I like it.
Fuck. Oh
They
wait. Oh no, it worked.
they appear to be sufficiently spooked by this thaumaturgical magic, and they leave.
Yeah, just kind of yell, "Go away!"
Yes. Okay, do you like wave at them and try to like, I don't know, like punch them, or do you just kind of like just say go away?
Shoo them away. Go, go.
Yet again, shooing in a shooing or shooing like you're trying to slap them?
Just shooing them away.
Okay,
Not trying to
peacefully
hit them.
shooing. Okay, yeah, they leave. There's no problems. There's no problems.
Nice. I guess.
Yeah,
More
I
or
feel
less.
like that too. I don't like it. I think somebody's watching us.
I don't know. Maybe shouting with magic in the forest probably doesn't help, but
I don't think that pebble helps either. Let's just get out of here. Let's go a little faster.
You're going
alright. I
pretty
have no
fast
objections.
now. You know, you keep walking, and you get there earlier than the quest giver had informed you, because yeah, you get to the what's it called, you get to the location.
What do we see?
So there's a circle of stones. They're in a circle. It's like, okay, there's a kind of a low hill, a circular hill that has a door on one side inlaid into it. This door is circular, painted green, with stones ringing it. And around the edge of this low, small hill, there is there's a circle of black stones, except
Okay.
for the pathway that leads up to the entrance.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can
As you
we go
look,
up
you can
to
see that there's that on another part of the hill there's a small window inset. It's a circular window, and it's also has its boards that support it painted green.
Okay. That's weird. Should we go and knock?
If we want to make our presence known, or we can try to, I don't know, look through the windows, try to get some more information.
Let's do that then.
Okay.
Hold on, she's typing.
I will
Favorite
I
code.
will kind of like
Ah,
make my way towards the
yes.
window, or
Bernard. Bernard, can you get a look in there?
as I'm making my way, I see Bernard flying past me. Oh yes, that works too.
Good thinking, Corona. I'll send Bernard in
Through the
to get a
chimney.
little snoop inside. Hello?
I mean, looking through the window, there's, you know, a table, some chairs, an iron furnace.
Hmm.
You see that there's like, I don't know, like there appears to be, like, at the table, there's, like, I don't know, there's, like, a
Desk.
vase that's empty, along with a candle, and, yeah, a few papers on one side, and on the other there's a piece of, on one side there's, like, papers, on the other side there's, like, a small rectangle of cloth.
Okay.
Do an investigation check, Leah.
With mine or with Bernard's stats?
Yours.
Okay. Investigation +6. Oh my god. Horrible rules. 10.
10. You are under the impression that this is somebody's home.
Does it look like somebody's been in there recently?
Yes.
Maybe
does.
we should knock.
We could if you like.
I mean, this is where we're supposed to go, so.
Yes,
Everyone slowly
honey.
creeps towards the door.
I mean, yes, we're here, but to continue eliminating cultists or whatever.
Yeah. I'll send Bernard to the roof just to keep a lookout while we head inside. Or while
Also,
we
by
knock
the
on
way,
the
I
door
just want
and
to say, you were described as finding a. You did, like, the thing is, you're in the right location because you know you went the correct distance, and you also know that you were described stopping at a hill. However, it was a different hill. It's not like you don't see any other hills in range, but you went the correct distance. You found the hill. They described the hill, but the hill they described had red spikes coming out of the ground around it, and it wasn't described as having a door either. Instead, it was described as having, like, yeah, it was described as having, like, I don't know, like a summoning circle on the top. You don't see the spikes, you don't see the circle, and this has a door and a window like a regular house. I mean, it's much less demonic than it was described.
Well, it's getting late. Might as well take a
Maybe
gander.
they're scared of it. Those spikes do look pretty scary, though.
What?
Can I try knocking on the door?
Yeah, you may.
Okay.
You go to knock on the door and you find that it's short. It's not a human-sized door. However, it's just the right size for Larix.
Wasn't Larix a big boy?
Oh, is he with us?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, the other party members are still with us?
Well, Larix usually rides the horse, but he got off so that Leah could be on it for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let the little gnome dude go in.
Yeah. Larix goes to, Larix and Artemis. Well, actually, Artemis goes to knock, and Larix is standing beside her. The door swings open soon afterward. To see what appears to be a young halfling, maybe about 20, about 20 in human years. I don't know how old. I don't know how long the lifespan of a halfling is. Aye, right then. So, you got the delivery I ordered?
Delivery?
Yeah, delivery. It's kinda, I'm a good distance out from the nearest town, but out here I can practice my druidcraft in peace, so my delivery. Didn't they send you to Didn't they send you to bring me those, what did I think I ordered some sugar.
No.
It appears that the quest has sent us to the wrong place.
Oh, you're not here for the sugar, alright then. Well, I mean, even though you're not here for the sugar, is there anything I can help you with? I know the lay of the land pretty well, and you look like adventurers, so you might be looking for something that I could help you with.
Yes, perhaps, and I'm gonna describe the location of our quest. Know of such a place?
Well, I mean, I know an area with spikes and a circle, but there isn't a hill on it.
That's already more progress than anything else.
He points into the woods across the road. Oh, it's about a good maybe about 10-15 minutes walk that way. If you I mean 10-15 minutes if you're going quickly, if you're hurrying, but if you're not suited to traipsing among the bushes, it might take or up to an hour if you're really not used to the bushes. But be careful, there's some I saw some poisonous snakes out there the other day.
Ooh.
So you might want to keep your eye out, because not all the vines are just vines.
I learned that the hard way.
Thank you for your assistance. I believe we'll be alright.
Oh,
Thanks
you
for
want me to guide you? Well, suppose I have nothing better to do. It's good, I mean, there are some certain herbs that are around that circle, but every time I try to go near it, there's some kind of field that keeps me from going into the circle where the herbs are growing. So, yes, I suppose it could benefit me too if I went with you. All right then, let me just he goes and closes the door behind him. He's inside the house for a bit before he comes out. Whereas before he answered in, a standard like shirt, pants, and he was also barefoot. He now appears to be wearing a kind of like he's now wearing a cape, and he has a series of like small flasks and vials on that are hanging from a belt.
Are you an alchemist?
Oh yeah. Well, yes, I am. Well, I also practice druidcraft as well. The two kind of fit together. They have a lot of overlap.
Interesting. I've read a lot about alchemy. It's really useful.
Oh, really? Oh, you've read a lot about it. Have you ever tried any of it yourself? Ever tried anything?
Not besides, minor healing potions. I tried making a love potion once.
Oh, love potions. Well, those are quite difficult to get the balance right. And, the ingredients aren't all that easy to get, so don't worry. Don't worry if you can't figure it out, it's fine.
Yeah, it didn't really work. It was just kind of glitter water.
Well, might fool someone. I don't know, it appears that, I don't know, I mean, some people just drinking glitter water can convince them they're in love.
Well, I'm assuming while these two are talking about this alchemy, we're continuing towards the location.
Oh yeah, you're walking at this point. He closes.
Yeah, she's asking about the woods.
Yeah, he closes the door. Yeah, you're walking. Oh, the woods, traps, eh? Well, like I said, there's snakes, and you might encounter some, I don't know, like a badger, but you're unlikely to. They don't come out much in the day. But,
Badger.
I mean, Yes, a badger. Don't you know they live in the forest? That they are forest creatures.
Hmm.
I mean, you know, they usually come out at night, though. To, well, they eat snakes. They eat those snakes, so I like to consider them my friends because they eat the things that try to strike at me, but I don't know, we never really had a conversation, so I don't know what their goals are entirely. Though, as for any other magical traps, the circle is really the biggest threat here.
Yeah.
Magical tree roots? Oh, you mentioned magical tree roots, eh? Well, I suppose, I've heard of them, but they're not in these parts of the woods. There were a few, I heard there were some goblin ambushers down the road, about that way, maybe an hour of walking away. Did you encounter any? Did they, what do they take from you?
No goblins.
Oh. No goblins? Well, you must have looked you must not look like you would have posed a threat to them then. That, or you would have looked too strong to them. I don't know. I can't really think like a goblin. I don't know what they consider strength to be based off of. As for the black birds, did you perchance pick up a small flaming pebble?
At one point, but these two insisted I toss it, so I tossed it.
Good.
I identified it, and it brought nothing but misfortune.
Well, yes, that is what happens. I mean, not saying you're wrong for picking it up, it's... they are quite interesting. I fell prey to that when I was new to these woods. Those are,
I'm sure you could probably crush it up and turn it into some, maybe... flaming alchemy, perhaps?
Actually, courage potions, actually. But well, if you're not courageous and you hold one of them, then they tend to attract those birds. They're, when you hold, in case you decide to pick up another one, let me give you a tip. Those birds are attracted to, cowardice. Now, if you don't ever touch the stones, then you won't have to worry about them, but if you don't believe with all your heart that you're invincible, then some of those birds will come to, peck at you.
Sort of like give Leia like a side eye. Yes, that makes sense.
But we're not invincible. I got taken out by a tree.
I believe it is called the confidence, my friend.
Oh, look! You can see those red spikes. Now, beware of those spikes over there. You can see them through the trees clearly. They do have a slight aura, but be careful. If you do get near them, they might send up... I've heard they send up these little feelers from the ground to poke at you. I once had a good pair of sandals that got punctured. Luckily I was able to jump out of the way before they hit my toes, but I mean, I could have gotten nipped pretty severely by those feelers, so be careful where you step. Keep a light foot just in case you have to dodge.
Thank you.
Have you also just tried to perhaps, I don't know, breaking them? They're really that much of a trouble.
They pierce through a wooden sandal. You really think I can break them?
Metal?
Yeah. They're a bit fast. I've tried to hit them with my potion, spread them on the ground before they sprung up, but I don't know. They're too fast. Either that, or they just
it's alright.
are not affected by my potions. But I know that I'm affected by my potions, and so they do help me out.
Right. Well, I suppose with these heads up, we should go forward.
Which of one of you goes first? Because
I will go first.
You step carefully. Do a dexterity check.
Sure. $11.
You are nimble enough to, that at one point a small thorn does spring up from the ground, but you are able to quickly, dance away from it. You get into the, you get over to the spikes. When you reach out to touch one, you feel that it's quite hot. Very
Oh,
hot.
not too dissimilar from the pebble.
It's the same color. And it's the same glassy, smooth texture as well.
Well, actually, quite the same, actually.
Yeah. The alchemist follows behind you, quickly stepping over the same path you took, except that they do take, of course they do deviate around that one thorn.
Can I try cooling it down with prestidigitation?
Wait, what are you gonna do? You said you were gonna try pull something down?
No, try to cool it down.
You can heat and cool things with prestidigitation.
You try to, but you find that your fingers begin to cool instead.
Oh. Interesting.
I mean,
try to heat it up a little more then.
you don't know how much effect it had. The rest of the party follows behind and gets on the same path and gets over to the around the spikes. No thorns poke up in an area right around the spikes that come out of the ground, and you're glad for that. You don't want to get prickled while you're just observing these.
Okay. Well then, maybe if you help us get to our quest, we can help you get that sugar. Also, I don't think we got your name, did we?
Oh, you can call me Hamlet.
Hamlet. I'm Leah, and I'll stick out my hand to shake his.
He shakes it.
Hamlet.
His hands are rough, especially around the fingertips.
Kind of slowly pull my hand back, trying not to look disgusted.
What? He's an alchemist.
Yes, but Miss Bookworm, nice flat, smooth pages.
Yes.
Well then.
Hey, that's what happens when you mix and crush a lot of things. Your fingertips do have to get calluses. Anyway,
Yeah, let's find that circle.
It's right in front of you.
Oh.
The circle's right in front of you. You're, like I said, you're standing around a circle of spikes, and within it there is a summoning circle. It's deactivated, granted, but you can see it. You can see like summoning symbols burned into like the ground.
Well,
Frona attempts to identify these symbols with Arcana.
can I help?
You may.
Ooh, 22.
With a 22, Leah is able to determine Leah's able to recognize one of them.
Okay.
It is the symbol for a key, like the kind that opens a lock.
Oh.
And
Okay.
Frona's able to recognize a different one. This one is a this other symbol represents a claw, like the ones that are used to slash.
Okay.
A beast, perhaps? Maybe a beast guarding a key?
How many of them are there total?
There's 6. Well, I mean 7, but one of them is the design for a summoning circle, and the other 6 are the specify what you're summoning.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, okay, you've read about summoning circles in books, but you've never been able to do one because you don't have the power to create a circle. Yeah. You just, yeah.
I wonder. Well, if you guys can give me a little time, I can try to figure out this summoning circles. And I'll begin starting a ritual cast comprehend language.
Okay. I suppose while you are doing that, I will scan the perimeter, see if there's anything else around here.
You walk around. At one point, you deviate a bit too far away, and a thorn comes up, so you get back closer to the circle. I mean, it doesn't look like there's much things around it. It's just the you see the spikes in the circle.
Okay. You know, for how empty it is here, maybe it's a form of transport? Yeah.
Frona attempts to step into the circle. However, they're stopped by a field that prevents them from traveling past the spike circle. They can't travel past the border of the circle.
So can't quite figure it out, but it appears that at least we're not meant to interact with it any further than we have. I mean, there's always brute strength we could try, but I don't think that will get us very far.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll need to get inside? If so, I mean, I will certainly try to maybe, I don't know, attack it, see what happens, force our way in. There's a few things we could try.
An eyeball and 2 lips.
Just then, a long sword appears hurtling through the air and strikes against the shield, many sparks flying off of it.
Well, I suppose that answers our question. Can I turn towards where this thing came from?
You turn to see that the fighter has arrived. I don't know what they sound like, so I'm not going to do a voice. I'm just going to say their quotes in third person.
Okay.
So they describe getting held up by a beast made of living flame.
Okay. That's weird.
That for some reason,
you
even though it
alright?
was made of fire, it didn't burn when it touched him. Instead it fenced with a longsword.
Yeah.
And
I suppose interesting, but why exactly is this guy here again?
what?
Yeah, why exactly is this guy here again?
What do you mean?
He's a fighter, yes.
He's your party member. You set out with him.
Right. Okay, I got you.
You remember the fighter? Yeah, there was a fighter.
I'm sorry, it's
There
been a
was
while.
also a bard. His name's Larix. He's nice.
Oh yeah.
I know lyrics.
There was also a cleric and a monk, but they didn't. They
They got
Yeah.
Thanos. The
Thanos.
description of the beast, other than the flame, the cover.
The fighter describes it as having split into 3 winged creatures after he killed it. However, he then had to deal with a small, with a large black, hard insect, and so he ended up getting held up for a bit longer after the fire beast split into what he thought was 3 birds.
Did they look like the ravens? Or the crow? What was it before? Was it a crow?
Something.
There was a
The
raven
blackbird?
earlier.
Raven. Did they look like 3 ravens?
He says that they did, but they were made of living flame.
Oh. Like a phoenix?
I can't tell if your role-playing haven't forgotten this, or if y'all the players actually forgot the 3 flaming bats you saw earlier.
Were they flaming?
Yes, I described them as
I
being
don't
flaming.
Oh.
I just recall them being a little bit of some.
I thought they were just bats.
and just being.
Yeah,
being
I
a
said they
bat.
were. I said they were burning with the same color as the stone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guess we missed that
No,
detail.
I did not remember that. Okay.
Oh.
Flaming bats. That makes it a lot worse.
Oh. Oh. Hold on. You were reacting like that because even though you thought they were regular bats?
Yes. I don't want bats. I don't
Wee
like
child looking ass.
bats. Of course.
I definitely think I would have remembered as well. It's okay. It happens. Small details.
Does my
Anyway.
comprehend language go off?
Yeah. The fighter requests a bit of magic.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, your comprehend languages does succeed.
Okay.
You don't know what
can I
you still don't know what they mean.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
However, you can say them.
Okay.
That isn't usually what happens with comprehend languages when you do it. Usually you can understand them and you can also say them. But as far as you can tell, this language is not from here.
Oh. What language is it?
You don't know.
What?
It's not from... Okay, comprehend languages... You can comprehend any of the languages that were, used in... Okay, you can comprehend any of the languages that okay, you learned comprehend languages from a book.
Mm-hmm.
The book, being written by a wizard, the wizard knew a lot of languages. He knew He knew a lot of them, but he didn't know all of them. And it's one of those that he didn't
Okay.
know, because comprehend languages only applies to the languages of the person who originally made that spell. Because
So is it like a? I guess it'd be like glyphs or something.
in
Then I
case
can't
you've
really
forgotten,
decode.
that spell was written like 40 years ago. Anyway, wait, so you, okay, pardon? Was somebody, Leah said something? Sean, you mentioned something that Leah was doing, other than the
Uh,
languages?
I don't think so. Besides comprehend languages, like it was a glyph.
Okay, you know how to say the words. You can pronounce all of them.
Okay.
Are
I'll
you
do
going
that
to?
then. I'll go one by one.
Do they sound familiar to any of us?
Yeah, we got key, claw.
Well,
Yeah,
if anything sounds celestial.
you continue to speak, and a shimmering border appears like
Oh.
half of an eggshell that covers the area that covers like the area inside the spikes. It divides into 10 sections and it retracts into the spikes.
Oh. Um.
The
Uh.
circle um the circle does not move. Well, it doesn't like get up and walk away. However, the symbol have changed.
Hmm. Perhaps.
Can I say what the new symbols are?
Yes, you can.
And what does it sound like? Like is this am I like speaking
It
demonic?
sounds the same
Like
as okay. You can tell that you're looking at different symbols, but when you say the symbols, it's the same as what you previously said, even though you can clearly see that these are different symbols.
Hmm. Maybe they mean the same.
Well, if anything celestial pops up, let me know.
So the one that I know that I could identify, the one that is key. What does that sound like when I say it out loud?
I don't know. I'm not J.R.R. Tolkien.
Okay.
I don't know what these languages sound like.
I'm just gonna imagine it's like Arabic, just like Oh, she wants to try to identify him again, or blast it.
I'm tempted to bash it in. Or break the circle somehow.
I'm
maybe.
gonna back away. If you guys would have used brute force, go ahead. I'm staying over here.
I mean, what was it? If
Corona,
you break a circle by intruding upon it, maybe scratching it apart with a dagger, perhaps could work. Change things
Corona would
up.
like to try to identify some symbols. Yeah, that's Arcana again.
Hmm. Can I like grab some paper and do like what is it called? The like charcoal rubbings to try to copy the symbols?
They're
Hold on.
not. It's not a raised. It's not like a metal plaque. But if you want to draw them, yeah, you can draw them. But it's not like. But you can't like imprint them onto a paper.
It's not like an engraving.
It doesn't into the ground
Okay.
much.
It looks like there was it looks like somebody like poured lighter fluid in a pattern and then lit it on fire.
Oh, okay.
And it
Very
looks like there's no more fluid anymore, it's just the burn marks on the ground.
Okay, okay. Then I'll
Which is
I'll
why you're
write
not
them
exactly
down.
sure what they mean, because they're kind of blurred. Because burn marks aren't very precise. Had these been, like, lit up, or if it had been, like, a metal engraving, you probably would know what they mean.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, if we can't figure out anything else, I would like to have a go at just bashing it in. Or scratching it apart, one or the other.
Lyric steps into the circle. Also, Frona, you don't recognize any of these symbols. Also, but Lyric steps into the center of the circle and begins to play, begins to just play a little song, talking. He discusses the tale of this one. He begins to gently come up with this tale about there was this one like flame devil who was hated by his people.
Okay.
There's not very much melody. He doesn't play a variety of chords, but it's still, it still really like captures you. You can feel this flame demon's sadness. And just as he ends this song, it was a rather short song, by the way. But just as he ends this rather short song, the circle lights up, and its symbols begin to move and shift in the way the summon would happen. Lyrex disappears in a flash of light,
Oh.
to be replaced by a rather odd creature.
Uh,
It looks like a cat.
like just a regular old cat?
Well, it has it has 6 legs.
Mm.
6 leg cat.
And it's also about 4 feet long. And riding atop
Yes.
this cat is a bright red goblin.
Oh. Does it look hostile?
It looks disoriented. It looks around a bit, and before it gets its cat to start jumping up and down as if it's trying to jump back through the circle,
Maybe.
which is still lit up at this point. It hasn't stopped being lit up. It's the cat is jumping up. It jumps up with its front legs going up first and hits the ground with its front legs hitting the ground first, as if it's trying to get in, trying to jump down into the ground.
Okay.
And the goblin does not seem to want to be here, he sees you all, and he even more does not want to be here.
Uh,
Frodo steps into the circle and approaches this leggy cat.
One leggy boy.
Approaches the hexaped.
Okay. Anything happen?
Well, the goblin stops having his cat buck and kind of and he just kind of looks at you. He's not all that. I mean, he's not ugly. He's not pretty either, but he's I mean, yeah.
Can I go pet him?
Pet the cat.
You gonna pet the cat?
I'll try to.
Um, the goblin gently moves your hand away. Gently moves your hand to so that you are stroking it a different way.
Oh,
It seems
thank you.
to and the cat also seems to prefer when you stroke it in the way that the flame goblin advised.
Okay.
Also,
Nice. Good.
also, just in case I didn't mention, the goblin's burning,
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Like,
and the cat has a ring of fire around its neck
oh
and rings
God.
of fire around each of its wrists.
Lots
But you
of
can pet its head without getting burned.
lots of fire.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Does the goblin look like they understand us?
It looks like it understands you, but it doesn't really know how to respond because, I mean,
Yeah.
Speak language. It does not.
It'll take 10 minutes. Yeah. I don't think it costs anything. Just time. Why not? You could talk to this flamey goblin. I'll continue petting the cat. I'll bring Bernard down. See if he wants to play with the cat.
did you know that comprehend
Oh,
languages
really?
does not make you able to speak a language?
Just lets you understand.
Yeah.
But if he can understand us, if you want to use the spell slot, or we can wait 10 minutes and I can try.
I mean, isn't your thing still active? Did you let go of it?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, it lasts a whole hour. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Slacking, Sean boy.
Yeah, apparently. Oh yeah, she pulled it up. Hmm. Okay. Well, I guess I'll try to talk with him. Do you understand me?
It affirms that it does.
Um, how did you get here?
It claims that it was patrolling uh, it claims it was out on patrol for, doing doing its rounds when it suddenly found itself here.
Hmm. And the cat? A strange cat it is.
It well, the goblin says that the cat is its mount.
Hmm.
Yeah, where did you come from? Are you from here, the material plane?
He hasn't heard of something called the material plane. He didn't know that there were different planes that existed.
What does your homeworld look like? Is it all fiery like you?
He describes it as being all fiery, with the ground consisting of black rock.
Hmm. Does that sound like it would be the infernal plane?
It sounds like somewhere in hell.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of hell is fiery with black rock. More importantly,
Yeah.
this is a summoning circle. Where do you usually summon things from?
Probably hell.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Well,
The most common thing to summon is a devil, followed by Probably a fae, probably. I don't know.
Fair.
That sounds about right. I mean, pretty sure that. I don't know. I haven't covered summoning in a long time in this world.
I could turn Bernard into an imp if I wanted to.
Yeah, just devils and fae make the most sense for like medieval fantasy.
Pretty sure they're also the most common plane.
Well, Mr. Goblin, do you have a name?
He calls himself Turgle.
Turgle. Well, welcome to the material plane.
He asks you to send him back.
I don't think I can. Let me think. I mean, I know there's one way to send things back, but I don't think you're gonna like it. Oh, she tries to sit on the circle. Therona tries to sit on the circle.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hot, and so you get up quickly, but I mean,
nothing more or less.
I mean, it was glowing bright red, like. I mean, but because you're wearing shoes, it doesn't really affect you when you're standing. But it was glowing bright red. Like, anyway,
Okay. Well, Mr. Goblin, I only know one way to send you back, but it's pretty painful. She's gonna try to blast it. Don't waste the spell. Well, unless we need strong fire.
Okay. Blast it. I vote blast.
Fire. Yeah, fuck it. Blast it.
What do you mean don't waste a spell? What could be more important than this?
Blast it.
It's pretty important. Yeah, okay.
I meant to stabilize it. Oh, Rift opens, he sends it back. I don't know.
She's gonna burning hands it. It's a big old 15 feet cone.
Therona hitting it with the, we're gonna weed them.
Do you all leave the circle before this happens?
Yes.
I wasn't in it.
I backed away before the summon came out.
Yeah, good. The goblin sees that the fire's coming, and it just kind of... It doesn't try to dodge it because it's a devil. Why does it need to dodge this? You know?
He literally lives in it.
Yeah. So you blast the circle, and it seems to empower the runes.
Ooh.
They begin to shift and move again. Therona, if you weren't already outside the circle, you jump out of it at this point. And, what? Okay, okay, Therona, do you want to stay in the circle? Do you want to?
If she's gonna stay in the circle, I'll stay in the circle with her.
Is this what we're doing?
Hey
man, not a good place.
I mean, we have a quest, and well, we have to do something to bring it back. Yes.
I guess, but I don't think we're gonna survive long in there.
Just use the same spell we used to get in.
I mean, I have the sigils to the paper to the summoning circle,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I don't
So
know how
we
to
will be
use it.
fine. Just you don't have to if you just plop it down on the ground. I assume. Hope for the best. Can't be any different now.
Oh, did the same reaction happen when Lyrics disappeared?
So you're all in the circle now,
Ah,
as the runes are shifting.
reluctantly.
Fighter
Remember,
steps
time
in.
isn't stopped.
The alchemist finishes collecting herbs from inside the circle and quickly gets out. I mean, he already had gotten out before you blasted with fire, but he has some herbs, some interesting herbs that came from around these sigils, and also he took off the top of one of the crystals, one of the
Okay.
spikes, crystals, spikes. So
Mm.
he took the top off one of the
Courage potion.
spikes. So he, however, stays out. He's not going with you.
I assume you have gotten the items you need, Mr.
Oh yes,
Alchemist.
I have. I'm not in the mood for another adventure. I've had enough in my life. I don't know
I
where
can
this circle
understand
goes,
why
but I
you
don't want
are
to go there.
gathering courage potions, was it?
Hmm.
It looks like you'll have many more adventures to come then, in that case.
Anyone want to
So yeah.
TPK in the circle?
So anyway,
Yeah, sure.
We'll be fine. Have
yeah.
courage. Have
So anyway,
faith. You'll be fine.
the energy swirls around you, and you find find yourself falling, as if the ground had just dropped out from under you.
Uh-oh.
Well, this ought to be interesting. Just kind of like falling, arms folded, just thunk.
It's gentle. The the air around you
Yes.
the air around you does not whistle past you like wind, but instead it gently, very lightly caresses your body.
Hmm.
It's not a firm touch. It doesn't, just go whoosh. It's very nice. It's so pleasant. As if it's a dream.
Oh no.
I'll be honest. If this was a dream, it'd be quite bland.
Hmm. Any sign of?
Anything?
Yeah.
Before you find yourself inside of some kind of tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
The at some point, whatever kind of uh, small fire goblin is gone, and so is the cat. However, Larix is here with you.
Wonderful.
Oh, okay, good.
He pulls his lute and plays a chord declaring secret tunnel.
Wonderful.
Secret tunnel.
Now the question is, where does it lead?
Yeah.
See, I
Can I
told you,
can I give him copies of all?
just have a little faith, and we'll be fine.
It's very dark in these tunnels. There's no torches, there's no light.
Me neither.
Yeah, you can't see.
Even with dark vision?
If you have dark vision, you can kind of see.
Yeah, she has dark vision.
You can't see very well, but you can see.
I don't. Oh, I'll pull out a little dagger from my side and cast light.
See what light does. I kind of want to know.
Oh, Oh, you did it too. It's like a torch, pretty much.
Oh yeah, okay. Pretty cool.
Torch or
Yeah, that's
momentum.
that's a pretty useful spell. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What see?
Yeah. Hold the little dagger up.
Well, whereas before everything was rather dark, you can now see, now that it's illuminated, you see thick, sticky webs spanning from
Oh
floor to
no.
ceiling in front of you, in addition to a spider observing you, who, if their legs were spread out, they would be at least 12 feet wide, if their legs were spread out.
Fairly large creature.
It clicks its mandibles with a shattering sound, and two
Ugh.
smaller spiders appear at its side. I'm going to end the session.
Oh, great.
Thank you all for watching, and so I hope that all
We'll
of
be
these
fine.
viewers who have been here so far in the who have been watching this game so far have enjoyed it, and I hope that they also think that these characters are zesty, because no matter if you are an adventurer or if you're just a viewer watching this, you do need to remember to stay zesty.